And we are here at Secure World with Deidre Diamond. Did I say that right?
Close, close. Deidre.
Deidre.
Yes, it's hard. It's a hard one.
You let me go for so long
I know,
saying your
I know,
name, and now
I'm
you
sorry.
finally have corrected me, and I still can't say it right.
That's true. Very true.
Deidre, what do you do for your day job? Tell our audience.
Well,
what is your role today?
I'm the founder and CEO of CyberSN. So the majority of my day is engaging the community in regards to cyber jobs. And the state of the market is in a lot of upset. And so I thought we could talk about that today.
What do you mean the state of the market is
I'm laughing because you're the interviewee. So we're short almost 2 million people. And yet 89% of cyber professionals, according to LinkedIn's study, and I will back it in terms of being the largest cybersecurity staffing firm, my content, my data says the same thing, that 89% of the marketplace is open to making a move out of their current position.
Interesting.
And yet,
that must make employers kind of nervous.
You know, I don't know if employers are nervous, because at the end of the day, I don't know that employers are taking security very seriously. We're still struggling with that. And the reason I can say that is that we still continue to see cyber departments understaffed, under-budgeted. You know, they're not just understaffed because they can't find people, they're also understaffed because they don't have the budgets. And so I still see a very compliance-driven marketplace. So I don't know that the folks above are really thinking about these folks in that way. I'm hoping that changes as we all, grow to learn how serious this is. The most challenging piece is the state of the mental, happiness of our community.
The burnout, as we say.
Yes, burnout and just discouragement, and maybe I should leave the field kind of stuff. It's really disheartening.
I actually went back and I read the Phoenix Project again. I'm listening to it, which is awesome. And it seems like in the first half of the book, management's just like, well, just do more with less.
Yeah.
And is that the state? That sounds like what you're describing today that we're in cybersecurity.
Yeah, there's this notion of the purple unicorn that everybody thinks is so funny, that they're looking for the purple unicorn, and help me find the purple unicorn. Well, what's the purple unicorn if it's not the person that could do 3 different jobs in one? Is really what it is. It's not just that they have a rare skill set. That's, rare that one person can do 3 different jobs in one, or cover that much. Right. And so it's a part of that mentality that there are some professionals that can carry that much of a capacity because they've been around in cyber for so long. That's not the norm. It's just not the norm. And so when we're only looking for that, and then that's only what we'll hire, and we wait 6 months to a year before we open up our mind to hire a non-unicorn, well, we're just behind. All those people that are already working there get burnt out already, and now the cycle is going again and again. Right. Yeah. So it's crazy.
What do we need to do to fill the I don't want to call it a skills gap, it's more of like we just don't have enough skilled professionals. It's really a people gap.
Yeah. So the number one thing is we've got to get the message out that we're not just a community of keyboards and hoodies, although there's
still a lot of that.
There's a lot of that, certainly for girls and women in general. We have never been sold this profession as one for us. And when I say sold, that's how society projects these careers, and whether it be in school or television or media. So that's one thing. And even to males, unless you're highly inclined for technology, men aren't being sort of brought into cyber either, because not all men see a keyboard and hoodie as where they want to be. And yet, look around us, there's so many other jobs that we need. Like the technologists can't be successful without the salespeople or the marketers, because it is a business as much as this is a national security issue and a security issue for us all as citizens. It's also a business.
Yeah, and why are people with good communication skills flocking to sales and marketing? I feel like we need to bring some of those people into the fold and also train people in technology in good communications. I mean, just doing a recruiting event I did last week, I was just astonished. Like, basic communication skills were just completely lacking from people who are coming up to us and saying, well, I'd like a job.
I know. It's so sad that we've sort of said, oh, if you're in this role, you ought to have good communication skills, and if this one, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that started 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and it's not true today, and so now we're playing catch up. So for instance, I'm giving a talk tomorrow at Secure World on emotional intelligence, and what does that mean, and how does it show up every day in the workforce, and what skills come from emotional intelligence that you must master, because it is very true that we are all now requiring to have some level of technical aptitude as well as communication aptitude, and we need it like crazy. Our turnover, our retention rates are 12 to 18 months.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, you can't be, I hate people who really think that like, oh, I can be successful being the programmer locked in the basement.
Yeah.
It's like,
no.
You're writing software for people to use. I mean, maybe not, but if you are writing software that actually interfaces with a human being,
yes,
you have to talk to that person.
Yes.
Not only that, you have to have empathy
yes,
for that person. And that's not something everyone is necessarily born with. It's something that I think can be learned, but it's something that's so critical to our technical roles, especially in security. I mean, that even takes it up a whole other level in security, because now you've got to sell things to the business, sell things to other teams. And so you may have said, well, I'm not going to be good at sales, so I'm going to go into security. It's like, well, guess what?
Yeah.
You're in sales.
Yeah, yeah, and so people are leaving their jobs because of their cultures, which is truly just how each other talks to each other, how we treat each other. It's not money. There's nobody that comes to my firm and says, I'm leaving because of money. Help me find something where I'm going to make more money, lots of money. That's not.
Is their manager still the number one thing?
In the person, it usually is. Yes, yes. Their manager, the manager above them.
Yep.
It only takes one person. I recently watched an organization that I know very well have one person just slowly make it so that 7 people left. Very strategic, and it's just fascinating from the outside to watch it and be the one that's in the know that knows that they're all saying the same thing about the same person. I certainly can't do anything about that. It's confidential job searching. However, that information is not unusual. Like one person causing a problem for lots of people to quit.
Right.
And it could be a peer in another group. I mean, there are choices. So that's the good thing about being short 2 million people, is that cyber professionals have choices. So the minute they feel disrespected, uncomfortable, not enjoying where they're working, they're going to start looking. Now that experience is terrible and it takes time, and because job searching's broken, however, they're going to leave, and they will eventually. It will happen. It's just not going to be that fun of an experience. The worst part is that 50% of the time they're going to find a place just like where they left. Somebody in there that's that way, and that's why we just keep seeing this. So, it's becoming a hot topic. Google just released a really cool study about, they looked at all their high performers that just ranked at the top, and they measured IQ and EQ of in the company, and found that their top performers had lower EQ than their average, or IQ than their average performers, and higher EQ than anybody else in the company. And so, Harvard was a part of that study. Like, it's coming to tech and to cyber. It's happening now, and we'll really know it's here when I get to keynote on just EQ versus the job market. I've keynoted on the job market, just EQ. So that being said, that's my journey. What I'm really seeking to bring to the industry is that help, because at the end of the day, it means people aren't enjoying life. And if we aren't the ones that are able to enjoy it the most, here in the United States, and these types of jobs, and this type of, like, who's going to be, where's the happiness then, And I lucked out. I worked for the same people for 21 years, did 3 different companies with them before I founded my own, and so I must give back. What was the secret sauce? Why did we all stick together? Why do people, enjoy working together? What is that? It is a science. It's not just like, a fluke. There are skills to make that happen, and policies and procedures. So
where can people find more information about you and your company today?
Yeah, so cybersn.com for sure. And we didn't speak about brainbabe.org, but please check it out. We are staffing conferences with STEAM, STEAM, with the arts students. So the way to bridge the gap is to show these students that aren't just cyber, students, what we're doing, all the different jobs we have, how they can find really cool positions within our community. And so they get to work the conferences, work the booths, and get exposed to all of us.
So that's why we see different people here at the conference with
Yes, I have 2 organizations that I've founded, and CyberSN funded and founded Brainbabe, in that they're both my organizations, and certainly the teammates of CyberSN brought it to life. It now has its own, teammates that are only Brainbabe. That being said, it was born of CyberSN. It was born of us going to RSA and really just RSA coming out and saying, let's stop this booth babe stuff. And that's when I was like, oh, these jobs are great for students. Over a period of time, I sort of realized that. And I know how to run staffing companies. It's a job. It's staffing, right? So Brainbabe launched that service. RSA just came behind us as of 2 days ago, and so we're
awesome.
We're going to be everywhere. Yeah, so that's where you can find me. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're the best. Thanks, Paul.